Mr. Gardner, you were one of the Coloradans who received a notice that your health care plan had been canceled. And while you've been quick to wave the letter around and criticize Obamacare, you've redacted the portion about the specific plan your family was using. Why won't you tell voters what was in that plan? Why the secrecy?
You know, my wife and I chose not to go into the congressional health care plan because we didn't believe it was fair that Senator Udall voted for a bill that created a separate program for members of Congress versus the public. So we opted out of the congressional health care plan and chose our own private health care solution. And we were one of 340,000 people who Senator Udall broke his promise to, the promise that if we liked our health care plan, we could keep it. We chose a plan that we could afford, a plan that best fit our needs, as did 340,000 other Coloradans. Senator Udall promised that they could keep their health care plan if they liked it. He didn't say, if I liked your plan, you can keep it. But that's exactly what happened. We should repeal Obamacare and create in its place solutions that will actually work to lower the cost of health care, to increase the quality of care. What we ought to do is make sure that we put solutions where people with pre-existing conditions can be covered. But instead, what we got from Senator Udall was broken promise after broken promise. That is not the Colorado way, Senator.
Mr. Gardner, could we take just a few more seconds and we wanted to try to get a specific answer to the question, why did you redact the portion of the specific plan your family was using?
Because we found a solution, an insurance policy that we liked, that our family liked. The same kind of solution that 340,000 other Coloradans found. 340,000 Coloradans found a health insurance policy that they liked. What Senator Udall promised was that if you liked your health care plan, you could keep it. He did not say it. And what Senator Udall wants to do is to say this. He wants to say that, well, your policy didn't do this, or your policy didn't do that.
If you would like to answer the specific question, we have a little bit more time. But
well, I'm happy to debate the failure of Obamacare this entire hour if Senator Udall would agree.
I think you ought to.
Okay, let's do it. If we want to
but we've got all these questions we want to ask. So,
Cory, hold off.
If I might, Chuck, I'd like to get a word in here. If the Congressman hasn't.
Am I allowed to rebuttal if he's allowed to rebuttal on a specific question?
As
We
you
invited
know,
him. We tried to get you to answer a specific question.
Well, then I'm allowed to rebuttal.
wait a second. Let's just get control of the situation here. Every now and then, I will want, or Lynn will want, we'll look at each other and confer to ask a follow-up question if we didn't think a question was answered. That's our prerogative. Sometimes if a candidate doesn't answer a question, that also tells you something about the candidate the voters can know. But right now, we're going to move on to
Now, Chuck, I would like to address what you just said. Now,
that's not applicable to just you, Mr. Gardner. That will apply to any candidate that doesn't specifically answer a question.